everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I've done a video, but I do want to get back into it. Things have just been very busy, but I definitely wanted to take the time today to film my planning session. I still have been keeping up, like if you look back, and well, I have some pages clipped together, but I have been keeping up in my planner. I just haven't been taking the time to film videos and edit and post them as I plan each week, but I wanted to do that today because I miss making videos. So I've got my wax paper, and in the mood of spring, I've decided to use Color Story 4. The first few pages have some cute kind of like seasonal springy stickers, so I wanted to use that. I have the spring book for any little extras, and then I also have colorful boxes if we need any of those. So let's go ahead and pull some of these stickers. So we have Spring is in the Air. I love this one. I feel like this like minty green color might be a really good good kind of color scheme to go with. So let's work on those and see if I can get enough in that color scheme to make that the theme. Okay, so I found some stickers in that color palette, but not a ton. So I was just looking through my sticker books to see which one might have some more of these like muted pinks and greens. And I think Farmhouse might be a good book to pull from. I don't really need any more full box stickers. I have plenty. I just wanted like a couple more accents if I can find them. So yeah, that's where I decided to pull this book out. Okay, so I was able to pull a little bit of the mint green, and then I did find a little bit of blush pink for our bottom washi. Now I need to figure out what I'm doing across the top, and I do think in my day of the week headers and sleep and habit trackers, I think I have a really pretty, oh, that pink is not quite the same. I was thinking I'd be able to use that, but I don't think that's gonna be, no, it's not quite right. I'm thinking like I'm leaning more toward either the gray. Yeah, I think I'm leaning toward gray for this one. I don't really have any other ones that I think will look great. Gray isn't exactly the theme, but I feel like it is subtle enough to use it and not have it like look super out of place. So I'm gonna do that. And I guess that works too if I find a good washi that's a little bolder for across the top, like either the green or pink color palette. It will help these stand out a little bit more too. I mean, this is the perfect color, but I don't have anything else pineapple in this. So I don't know if that's gonna be, I mean, I feel like this is pretty random anyways. Like there's broccoli there. There's just like one random broccoli sticker that matched, so I took it. This one would match, but it's like too thin. Or is it? Maybe I could just do it across the top. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do because that's pretty close. So I'm gonna run this across the top of the day of the week headers, and that way it just kind of sticks out behind the ones I add on. So it's not gonna quite cover as much as it usually does, but I think once the day of the week headers are on, it's not really gonna make a huge difference there. And I did notice that a lot of the matching stickers in that set, I probably should have paid more attention. So a lot of the stickers that would have looked really good with the pinks and greens from that Color Story book were very like dessert based, and I'm kind of doing like, I really don't normally do like fad diets that are like, oh, this diet for this many weeks, but I am trying one with my friends right now that's just like a 3-week really super plant-based sort of, I hate calling it a diet, but it's, I mean, that's kind of what it is. But It's not really so much for weight loss, it's more for like health and just getting your body to feel the best it can. And I thought it would be like a good kickstart for eating healthier in general. So I didn't want to put a bunch of like dessert things because I'm just not eating that stuff right now. And I figured, why add extra temptation whenever I open my planner and see like little macaroons and things. So I just decided to skip those, even though they were a pretty good match. Let's see if I have enough. I'm not sure if this is enough washi tape on the bottom. Oops, let's get it lined up correctly. Oh boy, this is gonna be tight. Like, I always forget there's one sticker book that the amount of washi they give you is like not as much as what you would normally get, and so it's really hard to make it fit, but I think this will be enough. This and the other piece over there, I'm hoping. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be pretty tight, but I think it's enough. Barely, but yes, we're good. Okay. All right, so we got that on. Please excuse if you can see it in the video, this ugly bruise I have. I had blood drawn. I was at the doctor because I've been having like some weird symptoms lately. Not lately, but kind of off and on for the last few months. Totally random. And I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to go talk to the doctor. And they did a blood draw, which the results all came back normal. But I was telling the nurse who did the blood draw this, and she kind of looked at me like I was nuts, but sure enough, it happened the way I said it would. So I have found that when I get blood drawn or I get shots, if the shot hurts, if the needle hurts going in, I don't bleed and I don't bruise. If it's like completely pain-free, that is when I end up with like the worst bruising. And I told her this because like she was super like not painful at all when she did the blood draw. Like I didn't even feel it. And I told her that, like, and she kind of looked at me like I was nuts, but look, like that's typical of when I have a pain-free shot or blood draw. It's so weird. I don't understand it, but yeah, so I am kind of liking these grays up here, especially since there's some gray in the bottom washi. I think it looks pretty nice. Let me get my spatula, because I'm doing this a little crooked on this one. Oh my gosh, now I like overcompensated and made it super slanted toward the top. Okay, that one's much better. So let's talk about books. That's like my favorite thing to talk about when I am filming. I love talking about things I've been reading, and I'm always curious to hear you guys' thoughts if you've read any of the books I'm talking about and have thoughts on them, or if you have other recommendations. Always feel free to leave it in the comments because I'm always looking for new books to read. I can't remember where I left off with the last video as far as what I was reading, but I can tell you some of the things that I have read lately. Currently, I am reading The House in the Cerulean Sea. I had a hold on that from the library. I think I put it in January, and it actually came in a couple weeks early, and so I've been reading that. It's very good so far. It's a really nice, like, it's fantasy, which I don't read a ton of fantasy, but like it's really kind of heartwarming. Like it is just a really sweet story so far that I'm really enjoying. So that's what I'm working on right now as a physical book. Oh no. Will this come up? Yes, perfect. I put it over too far. For audiobooks, I just finished One of Us is Lying, which I thought was pretty good. I gave that a 3-star review. I think that I would have liked it more as a physical book to read, because I do notice that with my audiobooks, I sometimes space out just a little bit, which obviously, like in a book like that where it's kind of like a thriller slash whodunit, like you kind of need all those details. So I don't know that the 3-star review is necessarily fair. I think if I had read it in print, it probably would have been more like a 4-star for me. But it was a good read. It was like kind of a page turner, if you will. So I just got the sequel from the library, which is called One of Us is Next. Now, I don't know, like so far at the start of the book, it's not the same characters. It's like, One of Us is Lying is like a high school, like that's part of what I liked about it, is like, I like those like high school dramas, and that's kind of what it was, sort of like Pretty Little Liars almost. But One of Us is Next is like the next class of kids, and I think some of the siblings from the first book are in it. So there's that. Just started it, so I can't really comment a whole lot on it. Oh, one thing I will say too is I listened through Libby, so not Audible. So I don't know what I don't know if the Audible book would be different, but I can say I didn't love all of the actors, narrators in One of Us is Lying. So just a note on that one for you if that's important. They weren't my favorites. Let's see, what else? I've had a couple books, well, a lot of books that I've read that are really good lately. How do I want to put this down? What else have I read lately that's good? I know there's more than that. Let's see, what can I put? I kind of want to layer something here, I think. Maybe this one? Let's see how that would look. That's crooked. Oh, let's see. So some more books I read. No, I don't like that. I read The Lost Apothecary. Actually, before that, I finished reading Girl A, which I didn't love. I gave it 3 stars, but I felt like that was maybe too generous. I don't like this here. What am I doing? I just didn't love that book. It was very sad. It was too, like, it was supposed to be, I think, very character driven, which is fine, except I didn't feel like I got to know enough about the characters for a character-driven book. And it was a little confusing because parts of the book, like each chapter was a different sibling from this, like, basically like abusive household. So trigger warning for that. And each chapter was a different sibling, but they were all still from the perspective of this one sibling. So like you really didn't get to know them as well as you would expect, considering they had chapters of the book named after them. It was just a little different in that regard. So I finished that. It was very heavy, and I wanted something lighter. So then I read The Lost Apothecary, which was another book of the month club that I got, and The Lost Apothecary was great. I gave it 4 stars. I can't remember why it wasn't 5 stars. I think maybe because I just felt like I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more info and details than what they gave. And I definitely liked some character perspectives in that book better than other character perspectives. So it certainly wasn't a bad book. It was like a 4-star book, which is, you know, in my mind, that's a good book. But it was a really nice, like, fantasy book to get away from the heaviness of Girl A. Read that. I read The Kiss Quotient. Oh my gosh, that book was so cute. Very much enjoyed that one. It is like it's a romance and it is steamy. Like there's a lot of like, you know, I don't think I can say the words on YouTube, but steamy. We'll leave it at that. Very steamy. But it was also a really cute love story at the same time. I did really enjoy that one a lot. Where can we put this? We'll put this one right there. I think I don't have room for this one. I don't think another box sticker is gonna, yeah, another box sticker isn't gonna be great here. So, and I don't think I'm gonna use this because I have this one and over here I've got stuff. Maybe I can move the coffee over to, yeah, let's move it there. Nope. We'll have to tilt it a little bit. And then we'll put this one here on Wednesday. So yeah, The Kiss Quotient, very good, very fast read, because I kept wanting to read to find out what was going to happen with this couple. And I finished Red, White, and Royal Blue. That was another cute love story. Not as steamy as The Kiss Quotient, but definitely a good read. I was invested in the characters with that. There was some, it was, you know, outside of like the love story part of it, there was some political drama stuff. Like it was just good. I enjoyed it a lot. I haven't started it yet. I did order Outlander. I have read it before, so that will be a reread for me, but I wanted to move on in the series because I only read the first, like, I think I read like the first 2.5 books. Like I never finished the third, but I thought it would be good to reread before, I don't know if there's a place for these. I thought it would be good to reread before moving on because I tend to forget. After finishing a book, I'll forget a lot about what I read. So I wanted to do that before I start and pick it back up again. I don't know if I'm gonna put that broccoli down. It's so random. Like random broccoli. Maybe this could be my layer. It's so weird. Maybe up here. Sure. It's just a random broccoli. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use either of these full box stickers. Oh, I almost put up this one though. So the only place I really have is up here, but I've already got that green there. I wonder, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if this is gonna go. Maybe I could do that as kind of like a little layered piece, and then this one could go on Saturday and Sunday. I think I like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot more books that I could talk about with you guys, but I don't want to make this video ridiculously long, so this is going to be it for now. I feel like this is kind of a random spread. It's definitely not one of my favorites I've ever done. I do like the light green and the little pops of pink here and there, but I think that I've just had some other ones that I like a lot better. Let's see what else. That was an Easter one. Yeah, like I just like some of these other springy ones better than this one, but it's okay because not every spread can be the best spread we've ever done. So that's it for today. Next video, I'll try to catch you up more on some of the books I've been reading. as always, the link to my discount code for Passion Planner will be in the description box. If you go to the website, you can always put in Amber Wade 10 at checkout to get your discount. And same thing with Book of the Month Club. You can get your first book for $5. That link is also in the description box if you want to check that out. It's probably my favorite thing that I've done so far this year for myself. As far as self-care and just enjoying some of my free time. So I hope you liked this. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!